Hi, everybody. Welcome back to yoga. We're going to start in child's pose, bringing ourselves to our practice in a nice, relaxed, sort of almost like being in utero. You can bring your hands down by your ankles and rest your forehead gently on the mat. I'd like to have my knees slightly apart, just so my belly can kind of rest on my thighs, but it feels free and open and heavy. Bringing yourself to this pose, go ahead and just lengthen the breath and take some deep inhales and deep exhales. Using your Ujjayi breathing, you can exhale using a slight hissing sound at the back of the throat to control the exhale, make it even longer than you think it's possible to make that exhale. That's where we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us calm and ground and feel safe. So activate that exhale, squeeze out all the stale air, filling the side of the lungs, the rib cage, feeling the chest expand in the sides of your body, and then squeezing out slowly with that controlled exhale. One more time. And just while we're here, set just a small intention for your class today. Maybe your intention is just to give yourself a little love. Maybe your intention is to accept. Maybe your intention is to release. Maybe it's to challenge. Whatever that intention is, just kind of bring it to your consciousness, gently bring it forward, honor that intention. Bringing your hands forward onto the mat, palms down. Press the palms into the mat and see if you can elongate the spine a little bit. Sending the booty down towards your heels, maybe lift the belly a little bit. Spread the shoulders away from each other. Hands are really activated on the mat. We're going to inhale as we push up through all fours, all the way into a nice up dog. And then exhale back down into prayer. And continue this a few times, slow, even movement of the body and movement of the breath. Luxuriate in waking up your body. Luxuriate in stretching that spine, activating the chest, the arms. One more time, big, deep inhale, looking up, sending those shoulders down. And exhale, pressing back. The next time we come forward, we're gonna inhale. We're gonna bring the right leg forward. And we're gonna just take our time, setting ourselves up here, taking the arms up and sending the chest to where the wall meets the ceiling. Now we've got a nice stretch happening in the front of that left pelvis. So the psoas muscle there in the front of the pelvis is getting stretched. We're gonna bring the left hand across the body. And we're gonna inhale as we raise the right arm up and exhale as we twist and open up into a gentle twist in this stretch. I have to adjust my screen because I lost myself. Hold on. Something's happening. What's happening? Oh, there we go. I lost myself. Okay, there I am. So we were in this deep twist. We're gonna stay here just a little bit longer. So I'm gonna try and feel a little uncomfortable today. That was my intention. And feeling a little uncomfortable for me means lingering a little longer in these poses. Feel free to accommodate and change anything if you need to get out of a pose a little earlier than I'm calling for. Go ahead and do that. Your body is your body, you know it best. So we're here, we're actively reaching those fingertips behind us. We've got a little gentle traction that we're using this hand to twist. And we can come back to that super slow, long breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And when you're ready, bringing the hands back to the mat, swinging that leg back and pressing the pelvis down in between the heels there, letting the belly kind of fall, letting the forehead rest, surrender, big sigh. On the next inhale, bringing the left foot forward, gently coming up, bringing the torso up, settling your gaze. And then inhale, taking the arms up, chest lifted, shoulders dropped, belly lifted. Feeling that delicious stretch in the front of the pelvis on the right side. And then when you're ready, sending the right arm across the body. Inhale that left arm up. And then exhale and twist. Breathing here. Looking over those fingers. Energy. Reaching out. Dropping the shoulder, space between the shoulder and the ear. Noticing where you feel a little uncomfortable. Breathing through the discomfort. Knowing when discomfort is a good discomfort and when it's bad discomfort. And then when you're ready, Bringing the hands back to the mat, swinging that left leg down, opening up the knees. Let's open up the knees as far as the edges of the mat and then coming down into prayer and surrender. Good. Coming back up onto your knees, let's bring the forearms to the mat. You can interlace the fingers together, or you can have the palms flat on the mat. I'm going to tuck my toes here, and I'm going to come into dolphin. So I'm on my forearms, I'm wrapping my shoulders out and away. I'm sending my heels to the mat, and I'm breathing deeply, slowly. Stretching out those calves. Maybe you want to lift the heels really high and then press them down into the mat. Good. And then when you're ready, roll the body forward. Open up those hands so they're not touching anymore. And come into that half plank. So we're on our forearms. Let's just breathe here for a minute. Go ahead and drop the knees one at a time. Press all the way up onto all fours. Let's just do a few cat-cow here. Arch, look up. Round, look down. Again, using that luxurious breathing pattern. Inhale on the arch, exhale on the round. Coming to neutral, bring your right ear and to your right butt cheek. Make a kind of a letter C with your torso. Hold that. Pressing the root of the palms into the mat. And come to neutral. And then the left ear to the left butt cheek, making a backwards letter C. And then maybe a couple of circles through cat-cow and the two C's on either side. Just feeling how that gives you a self-massage. Try the other direction. This should feel very good. Breathe into it. Good. And then swing those legs around. We're going to tuck the right leg under our, in front of us. I'm sitting on my sits bones, and my left leg is sort of right in front of the left hip. We're just going to do a nice inhale and swing onto that right knee and give a nice big half wild thing pose on the inhale, exhale, coming down. We'll do that a few times. Just really feel the full body. If you want, you can press into the half point of that left foot, if that feels kind of fun for you. A couple more of these. Inhale, reach, 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 reach behind you. Exhale. Trying to warm up that body. I want the left knee reaching towards the ceiling. So don't let the left knee fall forward. You want it up towards the ceiling. You get that great stretch. Good. And bring the legs in front, hands behind, and just let the knees fall left to right. We're getting that synovial fluid into the hip joint. It needs that lubrication to get the rotations we want, to get the flexibility we want. And then when you're ready, tuck the left leg underneath. Right is planted right in front with the foot flat on the ground. Left hand on the mat. We're going to inhale. Press the pelvis forward. Reach behind you. Exhale, come down. 4 more. Last one. Beautiful. This time, let's come up onto the knees. If you need a little bit more cushion, roll your mat over. Bring the right leg out, toes pointing forward. Take the left arm up, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, bend over for gate pose. I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute. I'm looking under my armpit. May not be very much of a movement here. You can see I'm not able to go too far. Still, I feel that stretch. Pressing the pelvis forward slightly is going to activate the left glute. Opening up the chest toward the ceiling and rotating the right shoulder back and down. Trying to push, holding these poses a little longer than I usually do. And then when you're ready, bring that left arm all the way down to the floor, to the mat. Lift the right leg off the mat, and then send the right arm up. And then if you want, send the right arm over. Find that length. You have to adjust so that you don't hit the wall. Make that adjustment. I want your foot stomping the wall. So I want a flexed foot, and the fingertips have energy in them. The root of my left palm is pressing into the mat. My pelvis is pressing slightly forward. And I'm going to come up, and I'm just going to flow right back into gate. And then I'm going to flow right back into side angle on the knee. And then we're going to keep going. A little flow, mobility flow here. Inhale. Exhale. Finding the breathing pattern that works for you. If you need to take an inhale and an exhale for one movement, that's fine. Find the rhythm pattern that makes sense for your body, your breath. Only you really know what that is. Try to find it and then try to be consistent with it. And we're going to hold here. Take your hand to your waist, and we're just going to tap that ground with the toe. 1, 2, 3, and I want the heel reaching up towards the ceiling. 7, 8, 9, 10. Arm is going to come up. We're going to bring the knee to the elbow. 10, stretch. 9, stretch. 8, 7, 6, exhale during the contraction, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up onto those knees, tuck the toes underneath you and shake out those wrists, top to bottom, shake, 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 shake. Shake out the shoulders, roll them around a few times. And let's set up for the other side. Left leg comes out. Toes are forward. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, sliding the hands down the leg, coming into gate, opposite side. When you're ready, slowly shifting, planting that right arm on the mat, lifting the left leg, and reaching the left arm up and over. Holding here, stomping the wall with the bottom of your left foot. Testing your balance by maybe shifting your focus. And then when you're ready, just begin your flow. Come back up to gate on the inhale. And then back down to side angle on the exhale. Again, finding the breathing pattern that works for you. Next time you find yourself in that long side angle stretch, we're going to stay here and tap our toes 10 times. And the next time you're up, lengthen that arm and let's crunch 10 times. I lost count. I think that's 7. Again, coming back onto the knees, tucking those toes, shaking out those wrists. Shake, 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 shaking the shoulders. Reverse those shoulder circles, do a few. And then when you're ready, let's stand up. Slowly but surely, let's come into a forward fold. Find your way. Maybe shake those legs out, shake the head out. Shake the knees one at a time, maybe give yourself a little bounce. Heavy torso. Holding the elbows in the palms of your hands. You can have a micro bend in the knees here. Big breath in, side out. Ah. 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 Feel the four corners of your feet pressing into the mat. You want to be on your whole foot. And then when you're ready, release those arms, bend the knees, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling to standing. And we'll do our pranayama, our 20 breaths. Inhale, look up, reach up, exhale, down through heart center. Whenever you're ready, begin. Two more. On that last one, interlace the fingers, send the palms to the ceiling, walk the shoulders up one at a time. Woo. Like an elastic band, stretch yourself till your fullest potential, and then keep that expanse as you take the arms out and down. Beautiful. Grab some water. And we'll come to the back of our mat or halfway. We're going to do a nice sun salutation series here. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, dive through those arms into your forward fold. Inhale, bring your torso up halfway. Exhale, release back into forward fold. Inhale, walk the feet and the hands out to down dog. And exhale in down dog. And let's just take 3 breaths here. On the next inhale, roll your spine forward into plank. On the exhale, chaturanga or half chaturanga down to the mat. Inhale, pull the mat forward as you lift the top of the head. Now this is not a big movement, yeah? This is cobra. Not an up, double our elbows tight to our rib cage. We're gonna hold here for a minute, and we're gonna take the hands off the mat. Look to the right, look center, look to the left, look center, hands come down, tuck the toes, and press back into down dog. You can step or jump the feet towards your hands on the next inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, coming back up to standing vertebrae by vertebrae. And exhale, mountain. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, dive through. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, out to down dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, pulling the mat towards you. Exhale, release, press into down dog, all the way back into down dog. Big breath here. Inhale the right leg up and bring that knee up towards your chest, and then send the foot across your body and forward to come into side plank with the foot forward at a 90-degree angle from your top leg. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, bring that hand back to the mat. Come back to down dog. Look between your hands. Step or jump the feet forward. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, roll through the spine. And then exhale, mountain. Last set, here we go. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, step the feet and the hands out to down dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, send the knee to the chest and then twist and send that left leg forward. Come into side plank with that left leg at a right angle to the right leg. Breathe here, looking up at the fingertips. Energy in the hand. Hips lifted off the mat. Hands come down to the mat. Come back to down dog. Look between the hands. Step or jump forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll through the spine. Exhale, mountain. Whew. Now we're warm. Good. Balancing poses. Let's take that right knee to the chest. Hug it. Maybe circle the ankle a little bit. Open up that knee to the side. See if you can pull the knee into the side of the chest. Bring it forward. Hug it again. Now, if you can, lengthen that leg and grab the big toe. If you can't, you're just going to do what we just did with the knee to the chest. Taking it forward and then taking it out to the side. Challenge yourself. If you want to hold on to your pants, if you want to hold on to your ankle, you don't have to hold on to the big toe. You can hold on, you can also use a strap to wrap around the bottom of your foot, if that helps. Or you can just do this and test your balance by maybe taking that arm out to the side. See, it is a test to the balance. When we're ready, shake it out and try the other side. First, I like to just bring that knee to the chest, circle the ankle, and kind of settle myself. Find my focal point that I'm focusing my eyes on. Opening up that knee to the side, maybe testing the balance there. You can continue with this, or you can try extending the leg. And then taking it to the side. Oh, that is a challenge. Yeah, good. Shake it out, shake it out. Let's do a nice quad stretch. Grabbing the outside of the top of the foot, tucking the pelvis, and then sending the top of the knee to the mat. Engaging the arm by pulling the heel towards the glute, and then sending the left arm up. If you want, stay right here or move into dancer pose. Pressing the top of the foot into the hand. Try to reverse your pose and come out of it with grace. Try the other side. Quad stretch, tuck the pelvis, top of the knee to the mat, dropping the shoulder and then lifting the opposite arm up. I want you to feel the tension between the root of your foot, the bottom of your foot, and the top of your fingertips. Stay here or move into dancer. Come out of it with control and grace. Beautiful. A little bit more water. Let's work on our triangle pose. I know last week we did that. I think it's a good thing to keep working on. Left toes out, right heel in, pelvis flat, right hip behind the left hip. Oh, there's a mosquito in here because I didn't close the screen. I think I got it. So here we are. We're gonna reach the torso forward, 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 forward. And then we're gonna tilt the torso so that it becomes parallel with the floor. Pressing the pelvis forward so that we can imagine being between two panes of glass. Now, if it hurts your neck to look up, don't feel like you have to. You can look down. Always modify to suit where your boundaries are. Now we're going to hold this a little longer than usual. Find a breathing pattern. Looking down, bending that left leg slightly. Lift the right heel and pivot the toes, both pointing forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release it down over that left thigh. Keep your eyes open, and if you can, hands to the back of your head. This head to knee pose is a very challenging pose, but it's really good for our digestion and our digestive system. It's a great way to work things through. So I imagine there'll be some release. Pivot forward, shake the knees out. Come into a pyramid stretch right here, hands between the legs. Drop the top of the head forward. Big breath in, exhale. Bending the knees. Walk the hands one at a time up to the knees, then up the thigh, then all the way up to standing. Gently coming out of that We don't want to get dizzy. Right toes out, left heel in, left hip behind right hip. Torso reaching, 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 and then tilting. Triangle on the other side. Looking down, hands on either side of that front foot, lift the back heel, pivot so both toes are facing forward, inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, drape the torso over that front leg. Eyes are open, looking through the legs, hands come to behind the head. Hands come down, pivot all the way front. Let's go ahead and turn the toes out, the heels in, and we're gonna drop the pelvis straight down, coming into sumo. Make whatever adjustments you need to make this as okay as possible. Talk about being uncomfortable. Challenge yourself, breathe. On the exhale, hands to the floor, straighten those legs, drop the top of the head, one more pyramid stretch, and then find your way down onto the mat, and then onto your back. And let's stretch fingertips away from toes, just nice long line on the floor. Give yourself a little rock and roll, digging those heels into the floor. Flexing and pointing the feet. Just get that pulse going through the body. Shake out the legs. We're going to inhale here, big long line. Stretching the toes away from the fingertips. Exhale, we're going to bring the knees to the forehead and we're going to come into a tight, tight ball. Continue this. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, contract. 3 more. And bring the feet to the floor, let the knees fall side to side. Good. Taking the legs up in the air, arms above the head. We're going to inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to peel the torso off the ground, reach the fingertips towards the toes, hold the breath for a minute as we inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to punch the belly button towards the spine as we exhale and reach a little higher. Inhale, recover, let your body come down to the mat. Exhale, reach. Inhale, hold. Exhale higher. Inhale, release. Exhale, reach. Inhale, hold. Exhale, higher. Inhale, release. Exhale, reach. Inhale, hold. Exhale, get higher. Inhale, release. Exhale, reach. Inhale, hold. Exhale, reach it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Hug the knees to the chest. Circle those knees around. One way and then the other. Good. We're gonna bring the soles of our feet together. Take the feet slightly away from the pelvis. Inhale, arms above the head. On the exhale, we're gonna peel the body off the floor and then come all the way to sitting. Grab hold of the ankles. Sit nice and tall. Inhale and then exhale. Give yourself a delicious stretch forward. Side out. Inhale, come back to sitting, arms come forward, and then you peel yourself back down slowly and release. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, slowly with control. Coming all the way up. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale, big stretch. Inhale, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, peeling yourself back to the mat. Couple more times. Staying here for a minute, sitting nice and tall. Actually, you know what? Let's cross the legs, one in front of the other. We're gonna drop the knees onto the mat. And we're gonna roll forward, taking weight into our hands and coming into all fours. Go ahead and tuck those toes, and I'll meet you in down dog. Find your way to down dog. On the next inhale, we're gonna lift the right leg off the floor, bring the knee forward, and tuck the lower leg onto the mat, coming into pigeon. We don't often come into pigeon because it's a really hard one for me, so I tend to avoid it. So today was about feeling uncomfortable. That was my intention. So we're gonna come all the way down. We can stay here with our hands up. I'm sorry, our torso up. We can release onto our forearms. Now you don't want your weight all the way to the left and you don't want your weight all the way to the right. You want your pelvis right between. And then if you really want to get the full effect of the pose, you can reach the arms forward and rest your forehead on the mat. Breathing here. Finding your way very, very slowly. Back up, bringing your torso all the way up, pressing into the hands, walking your pelvis forward, slowly swinging that leg back and back into down dog, giving him the stretch that you need in down dog. When you're ready, inhale the left leg, swing the knee forward, tuck that leg in front of you, walk the pelvis back. Find your pigeon on the opposite side. Make your way into whatever level of this pose feels challenging enough in a good way, not in a bad way, and we have to know the difference between those two. And try and surrender. A lot of emotions can come up with hip openers like pigeon. You know, I tend to feel panic. So I really have to tell myself, just breathe. It's just a pose. Just breathe. One side may feel more difficult than others. That's normal. Find your way slowly out of the pose. This is really important because sometimes we tend to just kind of quickly try to get out of an uncomfortable situation, and that's when we can hurt ourselves. So find your way back into a down dog. Big breath in down dog. And knees coming down, flipping back onto our backs. And we're gonna go right into a nice bridge pose. Inhale, hands down by your sides, palms down, feet flat on the mat. Exhale, press the pelvis up and breathe here, holding the glutes, pressing the pelvis up. Closing the eyes if that helps. Let's bring the pelvis down slowly, and let's just end with a little flow here. Inhale, bringing the arms up with the pelvis. Whoopsie. And then exhale, sweeping the arms down with the pelvis. So the arms come up all the way overhead. And then exhale, the arms sweep down as the pelvis drops. Find your flow. Try not to break anything. One last time. Inhale, arms come up, pelvis comes up. Big breath in, exhale, slowly, arms come down, pelvis comes down. Good. Hugging the knees to the chest. crossing the right leg over the left leg, like you're sitting ladylike in a chair at tea time. Let the knees fall to the left. Look over the right shoulder, palms down. Spinal twist, release. Come on up slowly. Unhook those legs, maybe shake them out. Knees to chest, left over right. Knees fall to the right. Look over the left shoulder. And recover back to neutral. Unhook those legs, shake them out. Take a nice deep breath in, stretch those fingers away from the toes, squeeze the fists, squeeze the arms, squeeze the shoulders, squeeze the face, squeeze the rib cage and the pelvis and the thighs and the knees and the calves and the ankles and the toes, squeeze everything, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, release it, swallow, remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth, stick out the tongue, say, ah. And find your way into Shavasana. Deep relaxation. And we'll play a little song.
The streets are cracked, and there's glass everywhere, and a baby stares out with motherless sons, and the long, long beauty on fields of war, traveling a lament to the poet's core. Where will I be? When that trumpet sounds.
You could stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Otherwise, we'll close our practice today with awareness of our intention, whatever that intention was. Noticing how it felt to work with that intention and through that intention. Breathing into that intention and carrying it with us as we walk through the rest of our day. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming.